Good morning. Good morning. Let's enhance our sound. And also, let me say that we are about to move off from Wi Fi, and I forget to change it from Wi Fi to mobile before I walk off. So, just 300 meters from here, it's going to cut, and then the mobile will connect. Yeah, we shall be good to go. Hi, Annabelle. How are you doing? Wonderful to see you. Benedicta, good morning. All right. So, we are on a roll to my new home. I'm a very happy woman this week with the new excitement that I have added to my life. I am meeting my juniors for the very first time today. And that is the subject of this topic. The subject of this conversation, to be honest, yes. Yesterday, I was doing joint planning with a few people. Some of the people who teach on this program are university tutors. Some of them are ex-high school teachers. Some of them are practicing, but the group of people I was working with yesterday were not necessarily practicing, or they were quite new to the profession. And we figured out what we were going to do and settled down to planning. And one of them was like, Craigie, how do you punch them out so decisively and so quickly? I smiled and I said to her, nearly 20 years of experience, baby. Then somebody else says to me, no, it's not nearly 20 years of experience, baby. Because we've seen other people who also have long service under their belt. That is expertise, baby. That is mastery, baby. And it took me a while to actually reflect on it. And yeah, I am an instruction specialist. I pride myself on being able to deliver content in the most efficient way. And I've been doing this for quite a while. So in fact, I can do it with my eyes closed. And because I like to learn, because I want to put myself out there, I have learned how to, I create the content and then I punch the content into my AI things and they do the presentations and stuff for me. It happens very effortless and it's very quick. And yeah, that is the product of mastery. It took some kind soul and their quick comments to help me figure out that it was mastery. And when mastery happens, performance is fluid, it's effortless, it's easy looking. So that's what the person was initially commenting about, how quickly I can punch things out, how decisive I am in doing things. We will look in the textbook at an activity, and the activity has instructions, but I know the activity and I often know better ways in which I want to deliver the activity. So there was a particular activity which required that you give instructions to them and then you wait and then you don't give instructions to them and whatnot. I am going to play that activity completely different, and I had made that decision within a few seconds that that's how I was going to play the activity. And no, I don't bat an eyelid when it's time to make changes when it comes to instruction. I don't bat an eyelid because I recognize the better ways to do things. And when I recognize the better ways to do things, I'm also committed to do it. I'm locked in. There is no swaying me around anything. We are good to go. And I'm quite happy to let my head roll for those things that I am sure about. For those things that I'm 100% sure about, I'm happy to let my head roll. Yeah. Faisal, good morning. I was thinking about you recently, that I hadn't seen you for a while. I hope you are good. It's mastery, baby, she says. Mastery. Fluid, effortless mastery. Beautiful, admirable mastery. Mastery, gorgeous mastery. Mastery is phenomenal. It is very good for you to seek it and for you to attain it. It gives you a level of confidence. So I'm going to meet a group of kids. These are the creme de la creme of their high school kids around this region. These are their high achievers programs. The high achieving kids will come with expectations of competence. They want to know that you are on top of your game. And I have no qualms about it this morning at all, meeting that group, because I am actually on top of my game. I am on top of my game. We are going to play with me on top of my game. And it gives me a level of confidence, a level of comfort to know that I can rely on a skill that I have honed for years. I have perfected for a long time. And to know that will come to my aid today lets me rest. It lets me relax. This program is highly competitive. I have heard of many instructors who are invited once and not again. I don't want to be one of those people. I want to be a returning instructor, and I want to be repeatedly returning. And really, Musa, I may have in other situations be concerned about, oh, will they invite me back? I need to. Chantel, on this occasion, all I feel I need to do is to be me. To be on point as me. Lordina, to gun down, look down the barrel as me, and deliver unadulterated, wholesome, pure me. And I'm very comfortable that should be enough. It should be more than enough. What is it do you do? And when others see you in motion, will they see fluidity? When others see you in action, will they see and recognize expertise? When people describe your practice, will it be done as if you are a master of your game? If these are all affirmative, Sister Ajobroni, good morning. If these are in the affirmative, you're doing good. You're doing very good. If these are not in the affirmative and you are looking for something to aspire to, you are looking for something to focus on, this would be my recommendation. My recommendation would be to work to develop mastery, to get the answers to those questions, to be firm yeses, and to enjoy the benefits that mastery brings. I've got a presentation, but when I am in full flow today, we will not even refer to my presentation. Normally, I would carry on with what is next on my presentation before I even click it. It is one of the things that I do with students, is that I had you know what's to come, because I made the presentation myself, because I know exactly what should happen next. I have practiced it, I have rehearsed it, I have timed it down to a T. And I can say it's beautiful to see. I've seen a few people in flow already. When I've seen them in flow with the students and they had a whole room of teenagers giggling, I was like, master of his game. On top of it, beautiful. Beautiful. What are the advantages of seeking mastery? Performance is effortless. So it reduces the amount of effort you have to put in to deliver. Self-confidence, automatic, because you know and you have the assurance that what you do is on point. You don't need to actually effect any artificial changes. You can rely on what you do, ticking the boxes you want to tick effectively one time, and you are very confident in doing so. I've made interesting changes to my teaching schedule. The resources that were given to us are not resources that I am going to use. I'm going to modify things. And yeah, I don't want to find arbitrary people and their speeches to share with these young people. I have tons of speeches of my own that would be put in for us to discuss. And yes, I want them to rip my speeches apart because it is feedback. I'm not threatened by little children and what they think about my speech. I actually do want young adults to look at those speeches, and I want to be able to hear their constructive thinking around them. I want them to rip mine to pieces, and then I will dare them to do better. Dare them to do better. I cannot tell you how excited I am this morning. Yeah. Oh, he changed my battery yesterday and I completely forgot when the battery is changed. It resets a lot of things. It didn't reset my petrol to full tank, but it resets my clock. Annoying. There we go. Anyway, good morning. I trust you are good. It's wonderful to have you. And these series of conversations are actually about Kai. It is for those who are looking to be better, those who are exploring how to grow. Yeah, one of the things that I highly recommend you research on your growth journey is the notion of mastery. I recommend that you pursue mastery. And no, it's going to be very difficult to pursue mastery in ignorance. It will be. And for that reason, my recommendation is that we do some research about the notion of mastery itself. What is mastery? How do you achieve mastery? How do you even know when you've achieved mastery? What are the benefits of mastery? I think when you know the benefits of mastery, it will make the pursuit of mastery an automatic thing. I'm driving. I am at mastery in driving. The number of hours I have under my belt behind a steering wheel cannot be counted over the years. Even the number of years I have been driving cannot be counted. I have no apprehension when I sit behind the wheel. No. I sit behind the wheel and I'm ready to respond and react. I'm fluid in my motion. I'm comfortable in my pursuit. It's beautiful. You don't think about it. That's one of the key things about mastery. It's not just at skilled or expertise. No, you can have skills, you can have expertise. But if you need to consider, if you need to recheck, if you need to process whilst you are performing, you have not hit the mastery button yet. The mastery button is epitomized by effortless, thoughtless, superb performance. Thoughtless, effortless, superb, incredible performances. That's it. That's what I want to share with you. And this morning, my internet is very flimsy. It's in and it's out. I hope you can at least hear me. I haven't seen a single comment because that also happens on this app. But if you've said anything, Colette, when I see it, I will respond. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway. I wanted to share that word for myself as much as it's for you. And to be honest, I feel very inspired to look for mastery in other places in my life, to seek mastery in other domains of my life in order that I can relax. Because one of the key hallmarks of mastery is relaxation. You relax. No overthinking, no overprocessing. You know you are capable. You are sure of your capacity. No doubt. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sister Ya and Sam, good morning. I want to know how many of you have been blessed with mastery at anything. And how does it feel when you perform at mastery? There's a friend of mine who is a musician, and he says when he touches the keyboard, he feels the keyboard, and he can close his eyes and he can play the piano. Oh, orgasmically play the piano. And if you have the blessing of watching him play in full flow, when his eyes are closed and he is so immersed in the experience, oh, you will have that similar experience that he's having. I can imagine when you put me behind the same piano, it doesn't matter how much you love piano music. Me behind the piano is going to be a disaster. You know what? Because I will still be looking for the key. Where is the first key? Come. Where is the next key? Come. Chang chang is all you're going to hear. And no, that performance is nowhere as stimulating as what you can even see other people play the same piece. And yes, I've seen other people play same pieces. We've been in a room where a group of friends, one person played. It was all right. The second person played. It was all right. And everybody in the room was like, come on, give us this. Come on, play this one for us. Come on. And eventually, he relented and sat. We held our breaths before he even touched the keyboards. The feeling of this person getting in tune with the machine, and then his fingers touched the same thing that the other people had played. There were places that it was softer, and so it was less loud. There were places where he was firmer, and when he got in the crescendo, oh my goodness, yes, that's a master at their game. And it's not comparable to an apprentice. No. The master is an expert. They've got mastery. That's why they are master of that game. The apprentice is learning. Sometimes the apprentice is blissfully ignorant and consciously ignorant, and then consciously capable, then blissfully capable is where mastery is at. I have a good hour before I teach. I cannot tell you the excitement I feel. I cannot tell you the excitement I feel. Would you write notes? No. Don't need to write notes. Do you need prompts? No prompts. No prompts. Just full on immersion, and then I will trust myself to let things happen. Memuna, how you doing? The gospel according to the Lord brought to you by yours truly this morning is seek mastery in all thy doings. Focus on your skills and its development. Psalmist, hone your skill. Leave no questions about your expertise. Let there be no doubt about your expertise in your own mind, so that in that faith, in that confidence, you will be able to perform beautifully, fluidly at mastery level. And I think recruiters, for example, can smell it. Good recruiters can smell mastery. Goodness, they can. And they reward it. And because you are unconscious at mastery, people I know who perform at mastery would always seem surprised when outstanding offers come to them. Oh, yeah, I was there minding my business and such a person tapped me. Like, yeah, they tapped you because you are incredible. But they seem very surprised that the recruiter will come to them. People will want to headhunt them and bring them promises to take them to these new places. A friend of mine has just been headhunted to go to China. And she will tell you stories about how she was recruited, and she finds it very funny. She was minding her business, and then the recruiter came in her inbox, and then the recruiter gave her what she needed. And when she saw the package, she laughed. When you listen to those people speak, it all seems so easy, doesn't it? It seems so effortless. Honey, you need to be performing at a particular point for a headhunter to sniff you, for a headhunter to wreck you, and for them to put an offer on your table. I've seen so many of us want to rise, want to go up the food chain, and get very frustrated because we are not getting our due. And sadly, I have discovered this might be one of the reasons. A lot of us may be effort. A lot of us may be putting in a lot of effort to get to places. And when you put effort to do things, it's not fluid, it's not beautiful. And the people we are looking to attract are not really attracted by the mediocre that we are giving them. And because the mediocre is our best effort, of course, we want them to be happy enough with it, and they are not. And our hearts are broken because we are not giving. And I did my very best, and they gave the job to somebody else. Yeah, been there, done that, seen that so many times. And I have wondered what it is. As time has gone on, and especially as I've gone into my own business, as I have found myself a decision maker, as I have found myself in the position of deciding who to recruit, I have seen a few people perform at fluid expertise. And when you see those people, you can't help yourself. You cannot help yourself. You cannot help yourself. There have been times when I had a decision in mind before I met somebody else, but when you see the person do what they do, it is so effortless. You forget the first person you were thinking of because they don't compare. That's mastery. And as I have seen it happen to me as a decision maker, I have wondered, is that what? Is that what other people experience? Bus. That's why it's not going to make the maneuver and let me make it too, are they? Is this the one I need? It is the one. Morning. And that's another beautiful thing that just happened. I no longer need to flash my ID at every security checkpoint. Beautifuls, 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 which is this room. And because I am weird, 27. I came all the way to the wrong entrance. Whatever. You can go to the right one. Which number is this? I'm such a creature of habit. It's not even funny. I am looking for exactly the same place I parked yesterday to park. You. No. Let's see. The numbering is different. Somebody took my slot. Today we have moved to a different one. Funny woman, me. Okay, how you doing? I need to go and do brekkie and then go set up for my class. So this is the point where I love you and I leave you. To go live my best life and wish you a great day too. If I get any moments in between during the day, I'll be back on for us to interact. Assalamu alaikum.